think is the biggest misconception about you? Because see, that's another reason why I want to have this, because I know the core of your heart is a good person, bro. So
Yes.
what do you think is like the biggest misconception people may have about Spoken Reasons?
Yeah, asshole.
Mm-hmm.
I'm far from it. I can, you know, I know how to turn it on, you know, but I think probably the mistakes that I probably made, I think I made more business mistakes than actually personal mistakes. You know, I probably was like talking to a coworker probably crazy or something like that when that person wasn't supposed to, you know, when I had talent in the room, I could have took him outside, stuff like that. But that's just the business side of JB. And this is another thing too. I had to understand too, to put other people in front of me, because it's hard to play boss and talent at the same damn time. It's almost impossible when you're trying to get to a certain level. Jay-Z can't play talent and boss. He can, because he's Jay-Z now. But when you're on the way up, people can't decipher. They can't put a line drawn and be like, oh, this is business, JB. This is Spoken Reason. And I think I got caught up in the middle of that. And I think people, they look at my stuff online, they never seen me break down crying. They ain't never seen me crying online. They don't never really see me basically act like a little bitch online. I don't do that. I kind of just take one to the chin, keep it pushing, and I'm a motivator. And I think for me, my story is kind of too good to be true. I don't look like a person that can be broken like that. So therefore, people put the asshole stamp on me and be like, oh, that nigga just ain't got no feeling. And that's far from it.
Now, I want to say this because I tell people you ain't been in Hollywood long enough. You ain't been in Hollywood long enough until you have had a breakdown. So have you ever had that moment? Because me personally, I've had those moments where like, damn, like you thinking my career not going good. You know, what the fuck am I doing? You know, did I make the right decision? Down on my knees praying to God type moment. I've personally had that. You know, have you ever had something like that?
I wouldn't say I had Hollywood breakdowns. I've had personal breakdowns from like being upset from people close to me that betrayed me or something like that. Like that's the type of stuff that'll really get to me. I don't think I've ever had Hollywood breakdowns, but like, oh, it didn't work. No. When I went into it, I'm telling you, bro. The words I've said in the building of UTA before, which I can't say. There are certain agents that pass me on like, I can't do this, nigga. I just can't do it. The first day I walked up in there, I don't know if it was me because I came in with so much power and influence that I was literally the first guinea pig experience where they're like, all right, well, we don't want to get rid of this guy because he came here on his own, but we didn't recruit him either. And I think that's why I'm probably still on the roster. But for me, I never had an actual breakdown. I felt like I've been stolen from, but who ain't been stolen from? I mean, it's been times where I was supposed to receive a $20,000 check in my face. I was sent there to get a $20,000 check. I would be handed a $5,000 check in my face with a smile, go back and call my peoples up and be like, hey, you told me 20. That's not right. Within 3 minutes later, go back in there and get your 20 grand. Came back down with 20 grand, like, and I'm like, that was the day when I realized that, damn, people can't ever tell me anything about not making things happen on the spot. You can go in grocery store, you can go anywhere. Somebody say, oh, we can't just do that. The system, I don't want to hear that shit. I've seen 20 grand get printed within 3 minutes on a check, and they handed me 5. I don't want to hear that shit. So ever since then, that changed my whole perspective about the type of strings you can pull to get people to do things.